Hello mga kabibig! Welcome back sa ating bagong YouTube channel. Ito ang pinakamaingay nga YouTuber sa balat ng YouTube. Ako si Kabibig, maglebak-lebak na daw with evidence. So eto na! Ito na ang galawan ni President Trump. Ito na ang estilo ni President Trump para pagtulong kay Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Ito na kabibig. America sanctions Chief Prosecutor ng ICC. Ito na, karma is waving na mga kabibig. Ito ba ang estilo ni President Trump para mauwi si Pangulong Duterte? Ito na ba ang kanyang silent action para tulungan at maging happy si Pangulong Duterte mga kabibig? Nabalitaan natin na ginagawa ng paraan ng mga legal counsel ni VP Sara, ni Pangulong Duterte, magsumite ng mga documents para ma-release, magkaroon ng interim release si Pangulong Duterte. At ito pa lang, ngayong araw na to kabibig, isang malaking video, isang malaking information na talagang wow, super. Ito yung hinihintay natin na mangyayari mga kabibig. So ito kabibig ha, i-share ko muna sa inyo ang video at later ang babasahin ko kung ano ang laman ng isang news ngayon. Okay, let's watch this video.
The International Criminal Court is under fire and under pressure. Since US President Donald Trump imposed sanctions on its chief prosecutor, Karim Khan, in February, the Hague-based court has reportedly struggled to operate.
Oh,
Khan has lost.
nag-struggle sila to operate kasi freeze lahat ng assets, di ba?
The International Criminal Court is under fire and under pressure. Since US President Donald Trump imposed sanctions on its chief prosecutor, Karim Khan, in February, the Hague-based court has reportedly struggled to operate. Khan has lost access to his email and bank accounts. American staffers have been warned they could be arrested if they return home.
Oh, si Khan nawalang access sa kanyang email, sa kanyang pera. Tapos, yung mga nandyan sa ICC ngayon, kung uuwi sila, posible silang maaresto. Nako! ICC has whining support from traditional staunch allies. Ito na.
Some human rights groups won't even respond to the court's emails.
Oh.
The sanctions came after ICC judges issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former defense minister Yoav Gallant. They're accused of possible war crimes in Gaza, charges Israel denies. Trump called the court's actions illegitimate. His executive order bans Khan from US soil and threatens penalties for anyone who provides him with financial, material, or technological support.
Hala, kung sino daw ang tutulong sa ICC, managot kay Trump. Ito na.
The sanctions are freezing not just finances but investigations, including a major genocide probe in Sudan. Staffers say sanctions have made it difficult to conduct basic tasks, let alone seek justice for victims of war crimes. The fate of the court's operation is in jeopardy amid waning support from traditionally staunch allies.
Yun na kabibig. Yun ang nangyayari. At ang latest ngayon, i-share ko sa inyo ha, yung nabasa ko. Kasi gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo kung ano nabasa ko mga kabibig. Ito na. Ito. Dutch News, May 16, 2025. Yan ha, bago lang yan. Oh. Kahapon ito na balita. US sanctions hit International Criminal Court in The Hague. Basahin natin. Oh, tingnan nyo. Tingnan nyo kabibig, nakita nyo naman dyan kung ano ang headline. May 15 yan. Bago lang yan. Ano na? Ito na nga ang sinasabi natin. Karma is waving. Basahin natin kabibig ha. The chief prosecutor of the International Criminal Court in The Hague has lost access to his email and his bank accounts have been frozen because of the US sanctions. The agency said that the court US staff have also been told they could be arrested. US staff ha, ang mga US staff na nandun sa ICC, kung uuwi sila sa Amerika, pwede silang arestuhin. Nako. Legislation adopted by the US in January imposed sanctions on court staff if Americans and officials from allied countries, including Israel's, are investigated. The US is not a member of the court. The sanctions, the legislation said, would also apply to anyone. Ang sanction ko no, ang legislation, i-apply sa lahat. Anyone who has materially assisted, sponsored, provided financial, material, or technological support for or goods or services to or in support of any effort by the International Court to investigate, arrest, detain, or prosecute a protected person. Ito na. Ito na nga, kabibig. Doon pa, share ko sa inyo ha, baka sabihin yung gawa-gawa ko lang ito. Ito na yung sinasabi natin. Nako. Yan kitang-kita naman. Ito yan. Kitang-kita naman. The sanctions, the legislation said, would also apply to anyone who has materially assisted, sponsored, or provided financial, material, or technological support for, or goods, or services to, or in support of any effort by the International Criminal Court to investigate, arrest, detain, or prosecute a protected person. O yan na. Ano bang ginawa ng Pilipinas? 'Di ba tumulong sa ICC? 'Di ba? Pinaimbestigahan nila si Digong. Dinetain nila si Digong. Inaresto nila si Digong. Ito pa. According to ito makabibig. According to AP, the order bans Khan, nabana si Khan, Prosecutor Khan, and other non-Americans among the ICC's 900 staff members from entering the US and threatens any person, institutions, or company with fines and prison time if they provide Khan with financial, material, and technological support. So kung sino daw yung magsusuporta kay Khan, kung sino daw yung magbibigay ng financial, material, or technological support ni Khan, naku, managot kayo sa Amerika. Naku, sino kaya meron kayang kakonsyaba na Filipino si Khan? Meron kayang contact na Filipino si Khan? Kasi kung merong contact at kakutsaba si Khan na mga Pilipino, naku po, iimbestigahan kayo at mananagot kayo. Ito the order bans Khan and other non-Americans among the ICC's and the staff members from entering the US and threaten any person, institution, or company with fines and prison time if they provide Khan with financial support. Kung sino yung magpo-provide kay Khan, preson talaga. O baka kayo ang mauna pang mapreso. US President Donald Trump, ito na. US President Donald Trump ordered the sanctions after a panel of ICC judges in November issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his former Defense Minister Yoav Gallant, saying that they had committed war crimes. Ito na yung kabibig. According to analysis by the Volkskrant, the Netherlands runs a particular risk given that it hosts the ICC and that everyone who has been arrested ends up on Dutch soil. Although detention is up to the court, everything between airport and the 12 ICC jails is responsibility of the Netherlands. The Netherlands also provides operational support, including security and access to suspects and witnesses. The ICC and CAN declined to comment on the claims. So, yun na mga kabibig. Ito na nga ang sinasabi nating pagsisimula simula na ito sa sanction na inimpose ni Donald Trump sa ICC, Chief Prosecutor na si Khan, at 900 staff mga kabibig. And take note, kung sino mang tutulong, nako po, anong gagawin natin dyan? Mananagot kayo sa Amerika. Yan na. Yun pa, the agency said that the court's US staff have also been told they could be arrested if they travel back home and that some non-governmental agencies have stopped working with the ICC because of the risk. So marami na pala ang mga NGO, mga NGA agencies, NGO organization hindi na nakipag-associate sa ICC. Ito pa, legislation adopted by the US in January imposed sanctions of the court staff in America and officials from allied countries, including Israel, are investigated. The US is not a member of the court. So yun mga kabibig, yun ang nangyayari ngayon at talagang pinag-uusapan ito. Ito na ba ang tirada ni President Trump para matulungan si Pangulong Duterte? Ito pa, is this same, itong komento ng mga netizen ha, is this the same US that our very patriotic politicians flaunting to protect us and still using our country as their base disguised as military training? Deserve, balik nyo na si PRRD sa Pinas. Si Conti po nandito sa Pinas, tagapagbigay ng info kay Khan. Ako, baka si Conti, maano to, di ba? Yet, in the Philippines, under this admin, they are free coming in and going out. Kaya nga yun din ang na-observe ni Senator Amy Marcos. Samantalang ang mga anti-Duterte supporters mas tiwala sa justice system ng ICC kesa atin. Si Tata Digong Rajoy nakabulolyaso nila. Who's next? I wish BB administration also participating of arrest PRRD. I think based sa Senate hearing naman Di ba kinasuhan na ni Senator Amy Marcos, pinapa-imbestigahan na ni Senator Amy Marcos sa ombudsman yung mga malalaking taong involved sa pag-aresto ni Pangulong Duterte. There will be a day of reckoning for all. ICC has no jurisdiction, pero hindi na naman ito i-report ng mainstream media. Ay, of course. Ito pa. Why do I feel that PRRD is their karma? Pwede naman Ito yung way ng Panginoon para si PRRD ang magbibigay sa kanilang pinakamasakit na karma. Ang gaba dili dyan magsaba, hoping na tuloy-tuloy na ito at mas maiging maipapasara na ang ICC dahil negosyo at EPA lamang ang mga ito. Buti nga sa kanila, masyado kasi pakialamera sa ibang bansang isyo. Nabibili na naman ng pera, not at court at all. Lagot na ang mga may atraso kay PRRD. Babalik siya na hindi nyo alam. Naku po. So, if we are allied to the US, means to say the agencies and departments who allowed to investigate and collect evidence in the Philippines against PRRD war on drug is included on this threat by the US. Attorney Conti and BBN left the universe then. Posible mga kabibig. Diba? All I can say, may racing in your ICC. That's the karma you get from detaining a kidnapped victim. So yun mga kabibiga, ito yung good news pero hindi binabalita ng mainstream media. Bakit nga ba? Alam nyo na. Basta mainstream media. Alam nyo na kabibig. So, yun na kabibig. Ang good news na gusto kong iulat sa inyo. I'm sure excited na kayo na mapauwi si Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Sana malapit na. Itong nangyari sa ICC, ito na yung hinay-hinay na karma. Yung mga assets nila na frozen na. Yung 900 staff, nako. Yung mga American na mga employees sa ICC, kung babalik sila sa Amerika, posible silang, ang tawag ito, ikukulong. Yan ha. At yung mga tumutulong at nagbibigay ng financial, material at technological help sa mga ICC prosecutors, nako, kasali kayo na ipakukulong ng USA. Hahanapin kayo ni Trump. Yun na nga kabibig. Exciting to mga kabibig kung ano pa ang mangyayari ngayon. Lalo na until now, kitang-kita naman sa mga videos na wala pa ring sawa ang ating mga OFW na palaging pumupunta sa ICC para makita ang kalagayan ni Pangulong Duterte, para magkaisa kasama ang ibang mga OFW at maipakita din hindi lamang sa the Netherlands, hindi lamang sa The Hague, hindi lamang sa Pilipinas, kundi sa buong mundo, lalo na sa Amerika, na hindi titigil ang mga Pinoy na hindi hanggang hindi makakauwi si Pangulong Duterte. We're praying na ma-approve na ang interim release ni Pangulong Duterte before June 30 para makakauwi siya at maka-take oath as the bagong mayor ng Davao City. Yun lang po mga kaibigan, ating Libak-Libak for the day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Bye everyone. See you next time.